Welcome back to Quinta Vale das Pedras. This week, we're getting hands-on with a new tool to help us prune and remove suckers from our olive trees, while tackling a few unexpected pruning projects as they come up. I take on a fallen apricot tree from a neighbor and continue clearing the dead river elms by the creek. Heitor oversees the final touches, guiding the front wall, coordinating massive stone movements, and shaping what we now call the between area, where we plan to plant our future orchard. We'll also take you on a short aerial view from the creek, and throughout enjoy moments of wildflowers and a small flower bed coming to life. Let's get to it.
Good morning. Bom dia. Today I'm gonna learn how to work with this machine here, this new tool that we got to cut all the suckers and heavier branches in the property. I mean, people sometimes think it's very easy to be doing this all the time, but in the end of the day you have cramps in your hands and it's not really pleasant. So we've seen in other YouTubers they using this tool. Arthur did some research. This seems to be a great brand, Campagnola. I think it's Italian. Yeah, it's Italian. And I'm gonna read these instructions to see what can I do with it and how careful I should be, because this, if you put in your finger, it cuts your finger like yeah, it's incredible. Yeah, it's all in Italian, of course. Prima del primo utilizzo, ricaricare completamente la batteria. Before use, you have to fill it up the battery completely. Fully charge the battery before the first use. Plug the battery in. Press on and off button. Okay. Well, it comes with 3 batteries. This is the machine. So, okay, I think I have checked for the battery. Put the battery in. Press on and off button. Okay, it's on. 100%. Quick pull the trigger 2 times. It opens. Quick press twice for single. Keep the trigger pulled till 1 beep can be heard. 70% opening. Apertura 7. Okay. Keep the trigger pulled till the beep can be heard. Press on and off button. My god, this is like no joke. Let's see. I have just here around a wonderful. Let me turn it off. Turn it off with the thing closed, and put some gloves, and let's do some tryouts. It's gonna be just this olive tree here you see next to me. It's full of suckers. I'm gonna walk with you guys there. Place the see. Let me put it down actually.
So we're at the edge of our property where the creek is. This is a small little property that we've talked about before that we want to purchase. It's very small. It's like a very large house size, right? A lot. And we had a couple of bad storms a few months ago, and this tree, this apricot tree, fell into our property. Actually, interesting kind of fact. In Portugal, they don't have, my understanding is that they don't have a tree service that if trees fall down on roads and that type of thing, they don't have a crew to clear it. The law is that whoever cuts it, if you cut it, you can take the wood. So they rely on just regular folks who want firewood, I guess, to cut trees. No, it's true.
I know, it's a cheap way.
It's true. Yeah, the government doesn't do it. They say if you cut it, you can keep it. So that's what we're doing here. We're going to cut his tree at our property line, and then we'll be using it for firewood.
We decided to remove this wall and make the same design as the trough next to it for like passion fruit or blueberries. So we're gonna continue this here. So Bernardo and George, son and father, are working together to make to finish the wall in phase 2. So removing these big rocks here that were placed a couple of weeks ago to this long wall, and it's becoming really amazing. We have the rocks are so big that yeah, I think they're going to be done in one day.
I'm always impressed when I look at these trees because all I can remember is this being covered in brambles. You can see up to the top of these trees where the vines are, it was one big bush, and now it's individual trees. So I'm really excited about cutting the dead ones so that it becomes a nice healthy forest. Here, let's start with the chopping. This is a great view of our creek. For those who saw the episodes earlier when we took out the bamboo and was clearing the river, this is great. You can see how wildflowers have replaced all the bamboo, and you can kind of start seeing a little vision that we have of having kind of a few trees. We'll add probably some birch trees, some wildflowers. The grass will grow back. The big fig to the right here will be cleared hopefully this summer, and this will be a really nice spot just to kind of relax in the spring and in the autumn. You can see the agricultural spots here along our property. It's just great and inspiring to see what they're growing here. There's a lettuce grower, and on the other side of the creek there's a small homestead that they grow all sorts of different produce, and there's a bunch of chickens there as well. So it always inspires us to figure out what we want to do on our land, either growing wine, what animals we want. And so we look at our neighbors and get inspired, and hopefully soon we'll have some produce and some animals of our own.
the end of the day. The wall is almost done. See? That 31 meters long wall with stones that we find everywhere here in the Quinta Vale das Pedras. Yes, a lot of work. A lot of work.
Thanks for joining us this week, and please remember to like, subscribe, set your notifications, and give us a comment. We look forward to seeing you next week.